Guys, welcome to Non-Scripted Video Podcast episode. I'm gonna let the guys on the other side of the world say the number because they
41.
I was gonna say 38.
Nope.
You might notice something a little different between the areas. You know, I think it's no surprise. I'm not in New York yet and stuff, so I'm on a green screen. But there's something else a little missed, I feel like, with the venue we're all seeing together. And that is the sky, you know.
Oh, yeah.
No, you guys are pretty much in a dark, like, a Souls-like world right now.
Holy shit, it is bad out there, man. God. Fuck.
Is it really bad out?
No.
Is it still?
No. It has been absolutely beautiful for the past 3 days.
Yeah.
But admittedly, it was hilariously bad for probably 1 day.
It was
total.
pretty cool. I mean, it probably shortened the lifespan of everybody in the city by like a year.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool.
Well, a couple like thoughts I had. Well, it's funny. It's funny that you brought that up, Pete, because I feel like I was gonna bring that up either way, just because it's like that feels like it really became an event, and I wasn't expecting that to like gain as much traction
Casey
on
Neistat
Twitter.
came back and did a vlog.
Casey Neistat came out of retirement just for
He
the
flew his drone around.
What? Well, that's. I mean, look, it's nature's healing, you know.
Casey's healing.
I mean, there was some really. I have to say, the funniest thing that came out of all that, for me personally, at least, was I was walking back to our apartment from the train station, and as I was walking back, this lady pulls up in a car in front of me, and has her window like halfway down, and in her car she's smoking a cigarette. And I'm like, damn, bitch, you couldn't get enough of it outside? Like
Damn.
Like,
and I smashed her window.
literally, man, I wanted to chuck a... I didn't want to do that. But
You know, it's a statement. It's kind of a... You could have, like, taken a picture and put it in a museum.
Right.
You know? It's kind of a grand statement on the power of addiction, the stranglehold of
those delicious little cigs.
delicious ciggies.
Are people like still talking about that in New York? Or are they just like over it? Have they moved on?
The wildfire?
I'd say it's pretty
I
well
heard
over
people
now.
talking about it today at work.
All right.
But like it's like I don't know. It's like a common ground thing, so it's like natural that everybody would kind of talk about it for a while, right? Like
Yeah.
New Yorkers aren't used to tragedy happening, so
No.
that's the other thing. Oh God.
Fuck. Here we go again.
I can't no, we're not doing it. I'm saying it right now.
We're not drawing any comparisons.
We're not saying it. We're not saying it, and we're not talking about it, because I don't think there's a single podcast on this whole channel like we just give it a rest.
Let them rest, man. Let them rest peacefully.
But like they come in, like people were coming in and meeting up at the bar, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I woke up. I look out my window. It's fucking orange everywhere," and I'm thinking, "Oh my gosh, my niece lives in Harlem. She's breathing all this smoke," and the other person's like, "Oh my God." But it's like no one could really do anything about it. It was just kind of an interesting thing that happened, and now it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got pretty crazy in Michigan, honestly. Like, I walked out of work on Thursday, and it just smelled like burning, like, wood barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I felt like I was, like,
what it was.
breathing in, like, wood chips or something.
Yeah.
It was
It
weird.
was awesome. It was great.
I didn't mind. I thought it was cool.
I mean,
I went and did a beer run after where I run and drink beer, and I was like, I feel like I got more drunk doing it.
that is actually insane. That is, I mean, I walked back from on that walk back I mentioned, I genuinely started to get a headache. I feel like maybe I'm just a pussy, but
it's hard. It was hard for me to tell if. It's hard for me to tell when something like that is like psychological, because I remember when COVID started, right? It's like if I coughed once, I was like,
damn.
I was like, damn.
I got COVID.
I'm gonna end up on a what are those? Not a vaporizer, fucking
a breathalyzer.
A respirator.
Yeah, respirator. Yeah, breathalyzer. About to end up on the other end of a breathalyzer.
Dude, there's a bar I went to with a couple of friends the other day, like 2 weeks ago, and inside the bar they have like you pay a quarter and you take an actual breathalyzer test before you leave.
Yeah.
But you have to pay to use it though, which I thought was weird.
It's a beautiful kind of scam. Like you'd think it would be free because they want everyone to be safe, but they're like, no.
What they should do is they should have like a breathalyzer turnstile at the exit of the bar.
Like a wooden one?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, but like instead of paying the fare, you gotta pass the breathalyzer test. And if you're far enough over the legal limit, then it lets you through, and it gives you a brand new set of keys and a brand new car.
If you have a brand new car, because you'll be wrecking you when you currently have if you took it. You brought up an interesting point a little earlier, Luke, about COVID. I just had COVID for the first time ever.
Right.
Oh my God, is that why you were in a funk?
No, I would probably let him do it, but I was like shocked. I was like, damn, I didn't think like being sick could like give you pain.
That is the only thing that being sick does.
No,
well, I mean, you're probably. I'm assuming you're saying like being sick usually just gives you sniffles and like
like my
mild
body, like
sore throat.
Like, yeah, sure.
So the reason I really want to talk about it is like, so the way I found out I had COVID at my job, I have to travel around Michigan at specific points of the year and do like shoots for people. And so I was 3 hours away from home, and I was standing there with the other video people that I work with, and they came up to me and like they went, "Peter, you look like you're about to pass out." I was like sweating. They said my face was just like bright red, and they pretty much forced me to leave the shoot early because I was like sitting down, I had my head in my hands, I couldn't focus, and I was like, okay, I'll go home.
Damn.
And as I'm driving home, I couldn't feel my legs anymore, and I started hallucinating.
What the
for
fuck?
3 hours.
God. What did you?
While you were driving?
Yeah, and I couldn't get cell reception because we're up in like Upper Michigan, and I'm driving back home, and for 2 hours straight, it kept looping the same song on my Apple Music because it couldn't connect to Wi-Fi, so it kept playing "Say More" by Doja Cat for 2 hours, and I couldn't turn it off because I think if I turned it off, I would have passed out because that was the only thing I could focus on to keep me like from not passing out.
I literally can't even imagine you listening to Doja Cat.
I love Doja Cat. I love Doja. It was a pleasure, honestly. But I got in my car and I crumbled to the floor because I couldn't walk anymore.
Oh my God, that is terrifying.
Like,
actually,
also like inject heroin or something on accident. Like
he's got the
what? That's insane. I mean,
it's a powerful bout of.
I mean, like,
COVID.
firstly, sorry that you'd had to deal with that.
Hey, it's bound to happen. Everyone's gonna get it.
Secondly, like, damn, like, when I got COVID, I mean, I was almost kind of like, it was so minor that I was almost like upset that it even registered as COVID. I was like, wow, you got me all like hyped up to like die, and then
it was very hype.
And then I just had
I
sniffles.
felt like I was going to. I was like driving home, and I like called my dad, and I was like crying. I'm like, there's something wrong with me. I need to like either go to a hospital or like I don't know if I'll make it home.
Dude.
Yeah, I would have just pulled over
Yeah.
and probably like taken a nap or something.
Nah, it was like that for like 2 days. I'd be fucking stuck in like middle of nowhere, Michigan, fucking listening to Doja Cat.
That's nuts. Why was there not like a hospital anywhere near, or even?
I'm not paying a hospital
Yeah,
fee.
no.
That's fair.
Just
I
for them
guess
to
I would-
tell me.
I'd rather pass out and die than pay a fucking $200 hospital fee for them to give me a fucking COVID test.
Fair enough.
Got those at home.
Well,
That was
damn.
my-
I mean, that
I
sounds
caught
like...
it at Comic-Con from the fucking furries, dude.
Oh yeah.
Might not have been a furry.
No, you probably did.
Might-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you sure you
yeah,
caught
did.
COVID, or was it like a
Like a
FTD,
fungus?
like
Like
a
a
furry
parasite.
transmitted
STD?
disease?
Probably the free monster
did you
booth
catch a
that I kept
fungus?
fucking getting drinks from. Yeah, I got a fungus. I actually have a rash
Did
on my
you-
fucking back right now from it.
Did you look under your like hair? Did you have like mushrooms growing on your neck?
Yeah, I looked at my feet and I had a little mushroom sprouting
Got
out.
fleas.
That'd be really funny, actually. What if you go to you went to itch your back was itching, and you go to the mirror and there's just 3 mushrooms growing on your back. It's kind of freaky, actually.
Here's
Can
this...
people grow mushrooms out of them?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
I
I hope not.
don't think you can like grow mushrooms out of your
Human
pores.
fungus farm.
But I don't know. I mean,
All right, here's
I've
a
never
scenario for you, Pete. You go to Comic-Con. Maybe, let's say you get like a little fucked up. The night gets blurry. You're raving with all of these, fucking freaks and nerds. And you wake up the next morning in your bed. You've got undies on but nothing else. And you reach around and on your back there's like semen or something, or maybe feces. And you're not sure how you know.
you just know.
But you know that that it came from a fox.
A fox?
Yeah, like it's
Like an actual fox?
Like a live
Well,
or a
you feel safe presuming that it was likely a man in a fox costume, but all your brain is like giving you from the night before is this is from a fox.
I remember a red tail.
all your brain is giving you is creamy back shots from a fox.
We're just fucking rolling around in his feces on my bed.
I'm just
Where is this going?
I'm just curious. I don't know how. I'm wondering how you would like pull away from
What's your
that.
honest reaction to that information?
Yeah, how would you? Do you like go and eat Cheerios?
Are you more of
freaking
a
out?
are you more of a soy? Are you soying to that information, or are you wojacking to that information?
He's driving to the hospital. He's not going for COVID. He's going for this.
Go and get tested for STDs or something.
Yeah,
Like a tetanus shot.
the guys in the ambulance are like, yeah, this guy has fox droppings on his back.
Yeah.
This guy's fox dropping
This guy's got-
male jizz on his back.
Fox,
But
yeah.
they came from
doctor.
the same person.
The doctor examines him and he's like, yes, these appear to be human fox droppings. Comic-Con. And then you're like, yup. And then he turns around and he's got shit stain all over his back.
There's a matching shit stain on the other side.
Yeah. Turn around and you can see a little
Yeah, he's
little
got a
red,
fox
bushy
tail.
red tail
He's
poking
got-
out from underneath his coat.
Foxtail and a huge shit stain.
That would be a very wild night. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, you're driving home
Whatever.
from the hospital. You got like a smirk on, and you're like, "I'm not doing that again." But what a night!
Last time I ever go
What
to
a
Comic Con.
Do you know any furries? Do you guys know any furries personally? Do you have any like friends?
I know like people who are. I wouldn't like they're like friends of like friend of a friend.
Yeah, I was
They,
gonna
like,
say.
interact with them. Other than maybe like Ben, I think. But
Yeah, no, I'm probably everyone's direct connection. I was gonna say I have one. I mean, I'm only ever one person separated from a furry at any given moment.
We did all go
Yeah,
to
'cause
art school.
Yeah.
yeah, from
yeah.
there are. But I have like friends who like are like really into cosplaying and stuff, and so like if I see them at cons or like go with them, inevitably they'll be like, "Oh, here's my friend." Jack.
He's cosplaying a fox.
He's a
A
Russell
platypus.
Terrier.
Yeah, he's a Russell Terrier. He really likes saying his tummy rubbed. Would you want to rub his tummy?
No.
No, good.
So I'll say I have 2 very close friends from high school who are actively furries. Like very close, like good friends for a long time.
Like you'd rub their tummies.
I've actually never encountered them in their fursuit.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know how I'd react to that, but I was able to like talk to them about it a couple times.
Do you not like furries?
No, I don't have a problem with them.
You just said like I don't know how I'd react. You're gonna go into a
Well,
I don't-
know. I mean, I'd probably the same way though. It's like
Yeah.
like if all of a sudden one day, Pete, you were wearing a fursuit, I'd be like,
my second day
I'd-
moving in. I come
I'd
out
be
and
like-
I'm like, oh, don't look at me, I'm naked, and
Wait a
I'm
second.
as a black
like I'm gonna go
I
cat.
know,
take
but
a
if
shower,
someone came
and then
in-
you come out in a towel and an entire fursuit.
I'd be like, all right, come on, Pete. I know that's you in there, man. Just take the damn costume off.
Do furries like go into like a different form when like I always just thought like being a furry was just like cosplaying as like I don't know Oscar.
That's
or
what the
something.
mask is.
No, they. I
Dude,
mean,
did you see wait? This is a little off. Did you see the Dream News?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could,
the mask is back
I'm just
on.
gonna finish this last point on furries, and then we can talk about internet bullying. But yeah, talking to my friend about furries, I was like, we're really close. So I'm like, is it like always a sexual thing? And they're like, no. Some people just do it 'cause it's fun to dress up as a fox. And I'm like, on that level, that's the only level that I've kind of understood it, where it's like, okay, it's like an anonymous costume. And you can just kind of be something else for a while and just be an absolute freak, in like a good way.
yeah, you can.
But as soon as it becomes like my friends like, it's like for a lot of people it is sexual, and then there's like there's like layers of furriness, because some furries are like, I'm like, it's a sex thing for me. When I'm a furry, I want to have sex with other furries. And then there's like another tier of furries who are like actually like zoophiles, and
they
so
wanna,
there's like
bang animals.
so there's like discourse within the furry community, because it ranges from like people who just kind of like animal costumes to people who just kind of like fucking animal, or like wanting to fuck animals.
How do you have sex in the suit though?
You can attach toys, you can cut holes.
Okay, but aren't you both in like the suit, or you just like am I just me?
It's both in the
Yeah,
suit.
Yeah, like you're
No.
eating your own fursuit.
Yeah.
The way you said that, it sounded like
Sounded
you
like they were in
implied
a
that they're
horse
both
costume.
in one.
They're the horse costume.
Both in
Eating each other
two
out.
people in one horse suit, fucking
Well,
inside.
no, but those suits are expensive and stuff usually. Like, are you really cutting a
They are.
butthole in one, and then you gotta cover it up?
Washing it was really expensive too.
Yeah,
not that
imagine
I
you
know
could pull up to a Comic-Con, but you forgot to repatch up the butt fucking hole. You got a little portal to your asshole in the middle of your suit, or the
Yeah.
back of your suit.
No, like they just make adjustments,
As needed.
you know.
Right.
whatever you would want to do in this suit, you can make it happen. Like, you just got to be crafty, right?
Sure.
I don't know, we have like a sex podcast one week. I'll bring my cum retention guy now, and you bring the furries, and we can ask them questions pertaining to it.
Right.
I don't get how the costume works.
First off, come on, guys. Why are you being freaks?
You're really freaking me out.
Okay, guys, is it like every animal, or is it just like Russell Terriers? I don't know.
Are we talking just like shit from Disney movies?
Right. Yeah.
Are we talking
So,
Judy
like,
Hopps?
I get it. Your favorite movie is Bolt? Huh?
We talking.
We
yeah.
talking Judy Hopps or Peter Rabbit? You know.
Judy Hopps or Paddington?
Oh no.
You guys are Paddington.
What's like? Who are you leaning towards in that context?
Oh yeah, I'm also a car seat headrest fan. And if you don't know anything about that, the vocalist of that band is a furry, and I've seen him perform in his fursuit.
That's wild, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
He showed up. The last show I saw.
I don't know how.
he was in his
I don't
fursuit.
know how I'd feel about that.
It was awesome. It was a great show. I fucking love that.
With like a
band.
good fur costume. Or...
It's kind of cool.
Wait, can you see his face?
Covered in shit.
No, you couldn't see his face. He had like.
So he's lip syncing.
No. He had like a hazmat. I mean, I guess he could have, but it didn't. Seem.
What
like
if that
it.
just wasn't him in there?
It could have not been. It could have been like an MF.
Who's
Doom
everyone's
situation.
favorite professional furry? Lucas Car
Car seat
headset.
headrest.
I did not even know there were professional furries until now.
I like Sonic Fox. He's my favorite. He's
That's
a
true.
very gay, maybe transgendered furry, and he's the best Mortal Kombat player in the world. And whenever
You've told me about him.
He wears the costume and fucking destroys everyone. It's so funny.
Ben's is Kamala Harris.
Ben is Ron DeSantis in a Mickey Mouse costume.
my favorite furry is first animal of the United States. Or wait, no, sorry.
First mayor.
Kamala Harris is not the first lady. She's not married to Joe Biden.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Nice dead air, Ben.
I like the groundhog from the one that tells. Not the
Buxatawny Phil?
Yeah, I'm just kind of. That's the only professional animal that I.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I'm at least affording them the respect of like I'll recognize you on the same level as Puxatawny Phil.
Yeah, they're
Like,
real.
you're both real animals, you know.
Worthy of respect.
I'll throw that respect your way, you know.
I mean, Puxatawny Phil is kind of a fraud, isn't he?
Right. Yeah,
They
yeah,
call
he
all
is.
furries frauds.
Yeah.
Ben, you want to talk about what you were saying about my wrestling earlier?
Well,
What's that?
oh.
You was talking about.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
Do we want to talk about that dream thing?
Oh yeah.
No, I was about to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was watching. I saw that today. I was fucking. Dude got bullied by 10-year-olds to take down the video.
That is, I mean, it's like, to me, it's like sad. Obviously, I don't fucking care. Like, I've never seen this guy's video. I've never seen a single video from this guy. I literally only know when he revealed his face, it was a big deal. And that was like the first time I ever even fucking heard of him, was his face reveal, and everyone was clowning on him. And that was like, when was that? Like a full year ago? Like a year and a half?
That's like half a year.
Yeah, it's probably half
Like a year. Half a year ago.
And then now there's this, and it's just kind of, it's like a it's like those 2-sentence horror stories from Reddit, right?
Yeah.
It's like, man reveals face to world, he is ugly. You know? Like,
He got bullied into unrevealing his face.
yeah, and then he goes back to hiding. It's like, he's so melodramatic in the post. Like, he was the Phantom of the Opera. You know, like, he was fucking
like,
disfigured. It's like,
there's definitely way more people saying he's hot from like, yeah, granted they're all like teenage girls, but like, you know, I feel like it's just like one guy in particular.
And also, you already took it off. Everyone knows what you look like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You can't.
He's like, yeah, I'm taking down the video. He's like, I'm taking down the videos and I'm slowly deleting pictures with my face in it. I'm like, all right. As soon as you say that, already, hundreds, if not thousands, of grabs of those have been saved on the internet by other people now.
Right.
Like,
and it's like, and it's not like
if you type in Dream, it's just gonna be your face now.
And we don't need the picture reference to remember that like he looks like that. It's like all right. I mean, like if you're ugly, then you're just ugly. Like
oh man, it's just like
ugly.
I don't know. I don't even actually think
he
like
looks that ugly,
but I'm just
guy.
saying, like everyone who was clowning on him because they thought he was ugly is like they don't need the pictures to back that up for themselves.
Well, I was gonna say, do you guys remember before he did the face reveal, there was just like a picture of a fat kid, and everyone kept saying that's Dream.
Yes, I do remember that.
That's why he revealed it in the first place.
Do you think that laid into his insecurity?
I mean,
whenever I think of what Dream looks like, I just think of the fat kid sitting in a football stand.
I mean, I don't think I have to imagine if that was him, it was probably from a long time ago, but.
I don't think it was. I think the person just said he lied and just got a random picture.
Well, yeah, that also is probably more likely. But either way, I mean, yeah, I don't understand why people even afford Dream like the respect of that much news attention.
He is a kid. He is literally a kid. And this is like the kind of stuff I did on social media when I was like 13 to an audience of like 2 people on my Facebook page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I I don't know, like insecurities like boil and I make like some cringy post. And then there's like a comment thread or something. Like, this is like a kid embarrassing themselves except their Facebook wall shows up on everyone's Twitter homepage.
Right.
Like, this guy is just a kid. He's just like, I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 23.
Yeah, he's around our age.
But he is like, just the way he's acting, it's like this is just like an immature person. Yeah.
I also thought it was funny I'll say it, I got my news from a Scarce video, but in the video he was talking about and like he's like Dream also announced he's gonna have a new mask going forward, and it's done by like a super professional mask company who does the masks for like Spider-Man and Batman, all these like big movies.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm like, dude, you spent probably like tens of thousands of dollars to get this mask made and like created. And your original mask was just like a fucking white face, just a smiley, like a white head with like a smiley face on it. What are you improving on?
Yeah.
Paper plate, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Better yet.
Why would you waste the money on that?
Yeah.
People are just going to give you shit for your new mask now, probably. And then what? Then what happens?
Then what's the point of the mask?
Jeff the Killer? Huh?
Wait, what?
Then what's the point of the mask?
Oh. Yeah. Well,
it's a reference to that one thing that I know about Dream now because of
right.
Did he make the song, or was it just like a fan?
It was him. He like released music, and it's terrible.
I think that honestly for me was what killed him. Like I think that was.
You're a big Minecraft fan before.
No. I just mean everything he does after he started making after he made that one song that went sort of viral, I guess.
Yeah, I say it went viral.
Then after that, nothing he could do was salvageable. Like everything was just
he did
everything after that was just, dude, you are cringe. You are lame. You suck. And the worst of it.
And subscribe to the Nondescript Video Club.
Really, I would say the worst of it to me was he cheated on his Minecraft speedrun. So
Yeah, no, that was sad. That was tough.
He plays.
Tough to hear.
Is he a speedrunner? Is that who he is?
yeah, he's like a big Minecraft
I
speedrunner.
knew
You never
he
heard
was
about
like
that?
I knew he was a Let's player. I thought he was
Yeah,
just like a Let's player.
He also had like the world record for like fastest completion of Minecraft or something. But like the way it happened was like it was so like scientifically impossible. He hit everything he had to at the right time, and I think it came out that he was like using like altered code and stuff
What?
to make
What?
everything spawn.
Why would you want to speed run Minecraft? There's so many better.
Minecraft YouTuber.
But, dude, like, go ride your bike. like.
Wait, fatty.
Go have like that leaves me speechless. I don't know, like other games. I don't have any beef with speedrunning. I think speedrunning's funny, but Minecraft, dude, you play Minecraft to like build a square house. Like,
well, there's a story in Minecraft. It's like to beat the Ender Dragon.
beat the fucking Schmender Dragon for all I care, man. Look, all I'm saying is, like, Dream has never done anything in his life that I can ever, like, even just treat with any ounce of respect.
I'm wondering,
as, like on a human-to-human level.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Dream has ever just sat in the park and like fed some ducks or something.
Right. Like,
you know what? I want to be honest, Luke. I guarantee you he does. Probably before he made that Twitter post, he went, "I'm gonna go feed some ducks at the park."
Right.
And he was sitting there without a mask on, and a fan came up to him, really excited, and Dream just bursted into crying. Like, why are you bullying
You've
me?
scared the ducks
also,
away.
Also, in his post, he was like, "Yeah, you guys are never gonna see me in public now without my mask on." That dude's wearing his mask everywhere in public.
it's gonna stink.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna have a stench to it.
Also, now people are gonna be, when everyone sees him in public, people are gonna be like trying to come up to him, like grabbing it off,
trying
of him.
to take it off him. Except they won't be
he's
able
like,
to because it's got the
dude.
Batman shock thing.
Yeah,
where if
it's
you try to
booby
take it off,
trapped.
it's booby trapped. It'll spray gas in your face.
Yeah,
Dude, he's gonna be the new World of Shirts. People are just gonna target him and try to find him in public.
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not that hard.
it is not that hard to find World Shirts in public.
Dude, I'm jealous you found him. I've been telling people that they're baffled.
I mean,
Just roaming around.
I guess we can talk about that. I feel like we've.
If you want to go find him, you
like
can
we've
just go on his
spelled all
live
our rage
stream,
on.
see where he is, and then go there. Like if you're in New
Well,
York.
what was funny is that I checked obviously his TikTok right after I saw him, because he was walking alone. I was actually, so for context, I was like walking. My dad was in town this week, and I was just like walking with my dad, and I see him walking closer to us, and he walks past us, and I'm like mid conversation, and I stopped talking for like 5 seconds while I soy faced at him as he walked by me, and then he blew a fat vape cloud right next to me, and I was like, holy fuck, that's Josh, World of
Sucking
Shirts.
that cloud up. You're like,
I was started sniffing it. No, and then I was like, all right, that just happened. I just fucking saw this guy. And then I went on his TikTok, and you know how he does like his New York tours, right? Like he does his awful tours of New York City. Basically, he canceled his tour because of the air. That was the other thing. This was on. I saw him on the day that that on the
clouds
worst
rolled
day
in.
of it, that it was like super yellow and shit. Like, I saw Joshua World of T-shirts on what looked like the end of the world for New York City.
Hitting a vape cloud.
it was him.
It was entirely Josh. Josh World of Shirts caused this mess.
Blew the fattest cloud ever.
He blew a huge yellow vape cloud, and it filled up New York City.
I remember that too, because I remember he was like, he made a TikTok or something where he was like, yeah, everyone who had tours with me that day, you are now rebooked. And it was like 2 weeks later, everyone was like, can I just get a refund? And he was like, yeah, no refunds.
Yeah,
No.
that was I think
Spent it already.
I think he was walking around.
Yeah,
after
that's
that,
100%
just like,
what happened. Look, he spent it probably to go buy the jewel Ben saw him with.
Yeah.
There's also a video that came out like yesterday where he just absolutely just pissed himself everywhere, dude. He was walking around and his shorts were just covered in urine. Like, dude, I don't
That
know
is
if I
actually
could
really
produce that
sad.
much.
That's
I don't
actually
know,
really
dude,
sad.
but-
Every now and then I get
but
a.
it's a comical amount of urine. It's like there's no way.
Every now and then I get a video of Joshua World of Shirts as like from 5 years ago when he was just like
I think it does a
like
lot
an
too.
actual child, and it's like, man, this is really sad. This is
When
actually
do like
fucking
you would do like
tragic.
those Jello candies, you would start giggling.
Right.
And
Like,
I keep seeing that, and it cuts to him like doing the cameos.
yeah, cuts to him saying heinous shit on his Cameo account. Because now he has a Cameo, and everyone just asks him to
I think
say
he
like
stopped. I think he stopped it. 'cause of
racist
it and got
things and-
kicked off. He doesn't know better, or he does. He
That's-
probably does.
Okay. Look, obviously he's like I'm assuming he is like
Autistic or something.
heavily autistic, and that's like I think
Spectrum.
what is very sad about it is it's like I don't know, he I think kind of like fell victim to like an awful age of the internet, but
Yeah, it's like the modern day
know.
Christian kind of. At
yeah,
some point he's gonna
God.
try having sex with his like
Please,
dad
no
or
more
something.
Christians.
yeah.
Or Michael Quinn.
So yeah, that's Ben's actually had multiple random celebrity encounters. I just had my first one today here in New York.
right.
I've only heard of Ben seeing one other celebrity. Have you met others, Ben?
He had another one this week.
The store I work at actually has a lot of famous people come in. Most of them aren't like people that I'm
Like-
super familiar with, but the last person to come in was Emma Roberts, who I can never remember what movies she's in, unfortunately.
She's in Scream 5.
Scream 5.
She's in a lot of stuff. She had her own
She is in a lot of
Nickelodeon
movies,
show.
but and then
We're the
think
Millers.
is it Julianne Moore? I think, did I mention?
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
also
you did
came
mention
in.
that. Yeah, so there's another one here.
Supposedly Kieran Culkin walks around the area. So I'm hoping I
Who?
see him one day. Kieran Culkin. He was in Scott Pilgrim. And,
I've seen-
and Succession.
Wallace.
Oh, Wallace. I actually
Yeah.
never knew his name.
Yeah, he's a Culkin.
That's
He's
cool.
he's Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Macaulay
I do
Culkin.
actually remember hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Uh,
But you today
Yeah.
met someone who we've
I didn't
actually
mean
met in the past. We've discussed the idea of possibly having him on our podcast.
That's so
Forgot
true. I
about
totally
that.
forgot.
Forgot about that.
You
That's
should have asked.
true.
You should have asked Vince.
Hey, dude,
Vaughn
will you
when
be on my
came up to him
podcast?
When he's we're by him
Hey,
today.
Vince, you go tap him on the shoulder. Go, Vince. My apartment's the other way. Where are you going?
He's I was on my way to work today, and I was late. I was actually really late, and so I'm like rushing there. I'm like kind of power walking, you know, like when you haven't committed fully to running,
Yeah,
but you're
you're
walking really
as fast as you can.
And there's I go up to a crosswalk that's red, and fucking Vince Vaughn walks up next to me with like an 8-year-old, which I presume is his son. And my I'm panicked because I'm late for work. So my brain literally goes, that's Vince Vaughn. And then the walk guy comes off, and I like speed off. You
Right.
know?
Right.
And then afterwards, and this is what I really discovered. This is what I actually learned from this experience. New Yorkers do not care. about stories like this.
But you're telling your work.
I went to my coworkers. I was like, I saw Vince Vaughn on the way to work today, and they were all like, "Whoa!" Like they were all from New York. Like I all but one of my coworkers like just grew up in New York, and so they just all have like a million stories like that.
They're like, "Oh, cool, man. I
Like,
actually live with Vince Vaughn in a 10-person commune."
Yeah, I was like, like the first coworker, I tried to make it like a big deal because I thought it was interesting. I was like, so guess who I saw on the way to work today? And like the way that it's like, I don't know who I could have said to shock them. It would have had to be like Osama bin Laden or something. And once again, we're not going there.
Right.
So I was like, I forgot. I didn't even do it on purpose. Fucking, I was like, saw Vince Vaughn at a crosswalk. And they're like,
imagine going to a New Yorker.
Guess who I saw? He's still alive.
And he's here in the city today.
He's
back.
plotting right now. I saw him scurry back into the sewer.
Oh my god. That would be bad. I just present it like, I'm like, guess who I saw?
They lied. They didn't kill him.
Man. Let me tell you, we did not get him.
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we did not.
We did not get him because he is in East Village right now.
East Village. He's walking down 14th and 3rd Avenue right now.
Like everybody, just imagine him like walking down the street, like everyone on the sidewalk, like just their heads all turning to see. They're all like,
I
no.
don't remember.
No.
I don't remember if we talked about this on the podcast before. Did you guys ever see the first person know who
Yeah,
Obama.
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, we've talked about it.
I think that's so fucking fun.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
The first person who like found out or whatever.
Who knew about
Yeah.
Osama?
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like he knew about
Dwayne
Osama
Johnson.
before everyone else, and everyone's like, why did he know?
Have you seen those pictures of like the room that they were all in when they were like when they were yeah, because like the president, everyone was all present while they were like executing the mission or whatever. Like they were all in a room like getting live updates. It'd be funny if just in that picture in like the far corner of the room you just see Dwayne Johnson
Just see like the back of his bald head.
yeah. It's never, the camera's never on his face, but you can always see his like the back of his head.
You see like the back of his head, or it's like a picture of his hand with Zoa energy.
There's a Zoa energy on the table.
He's carrying his fucking terrible tequila under his
Yeah.
arm.
I forgot we had that tequila too. It was very bad.
Yeah, it was not good. They got it for free at like the diviest dive bar in Ferndale, Michigan.
Ferndale, Michigan.
I don't even remember
Well,
that.
What's the night that we got all those pull tabs where you guys got like 50 pull tabs?
We got Dwayne Johnson tequila that same night.
Yeah, they had to take a picture of us.
Yeah, they took a photo of us. My
Oh
God.
yeah, no, I do remember that actually.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben, he remembers. But yeah, no, like I told my friend at work, I was like, saw Vince Vaughn, and he was like, oh.
Fuck you.
He's like, I probably
Vince
saw
Vaughn's
Vince
not
Vaughn
that.
last
It's not
week.
that popular anymore, you know.
Well, they made me feel stupid. You know, my coworkers were like, "Oh, well, I saw." It was like Pokemon. It was like I saw Vince Vaughn, and they're like, "Oh, wow, that's cool. I saw fucking Barack Obama in a coffee shop this morning, you know, on Tuesday."
Oh, that's cool. Barack Obama's actually here right now.
Yeah. They're like, I saw Vince Vaughn, and they're like, oh wow, that's interesting. I'm actually, 2 weeks ago I was on a train with Pete Davidson, and we swapped spit.
Damn. To be real,
I
my
think people
headphones
would be.
just
I think
died.
if
I
you
can
should
no
go up
longer
to
hear
him.
Pete.
Go up to him next time you work there, Luke, and be like, I saw Pete Davidson. See if they react the same way.
I saw the king of Staten Island himself.
I saw the king of Staten Island.
It can't be that interesting. I watched an episode of Pete Davidson's show, actually.
You have the show? The SNL?
No, not. I watched an episode of Pete Davidson's show, Saturday Night Live. 40-year institution.
I didn't know he had a show.
He has a show on Peacock called Bupkis, and it's like about him. It's like about his life.
Is that what the point of his movie was?
Yeah, I think so. But this was, I don't know. Fucking.
Was it good?
It was like okay, but Pete Davidson himself was like incredibly uncharismatic.
So you're not a Pete Davidson fan.
No, I don't think so. He seems like a nice guy.
I'm gonna be real, Pete. I cannot hear you right now because my headphones just died, and I have no way to hear you. But, what I can do is I can get real close to Luke here.
Just barely hear it. Well, could be a good time to actually
Could be a
kick
good
it.
time to end this.
We're rocking
bucket of fuck it.
about 56 minutes here, just shy of an hour, and let me tell you, if you look at our video analytics,
no one's watching this far.
So, in our last video, actually, I found this out today, and I forgot to tell you, our last podcast video, Cade's audio just cuts out the last quarter of the video.
Wow.
Is it the last quarter of the video, or is it?
It might just be one part.
There's also because I think Cade was quiet for a lot of the last one.
No, there's literally a whole portion where the video footage is you and me stop talking, and we're both silently listening intently to no one speaking. And
Let's go.
And while I was listening to the podcast, I was like, what happened? There's 40 seconds of dead air.
Let's fucking
And
go.
It's Cade talking.
Let's fucking
So.
go.
Anyway, Pete, is there anything anything else you want to discuss on this week's podcast? Are you excited to? I guess we'll probably end up making a video with together
we'll
this weekend.
Do 1 or 2 videos this weekend. We do a little vlog video again, like you guys did that one time. That'd be kind of fun.
Pete's talking about doing a vlog, like the
Yeah. Yeah. We got a guest in New York who pays rent and doesn't live there. I guess to end it, I'm really excited. The Motor City Machine Guns just got the Impact World Champion and the X Division Championship.
Oh yeah, they did.
I'm pretty excited about that. It's been a pretty big highlight of my week. And, just remember, like and subscribe, comment down below. Take a look at our Instagram. Rumor has it, when I remember, I'll put up Instagram Reels. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And, that's really it to the 2 people watching it still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leave a like and drop a comment about where were you on January 6th.
And you have to be honest. You have to tell the truth.
No,
I don't want no joke
fakesies.
about 9/11. I want it January.
No.
No, don't even say it.
In the last minute of the podcast.
All right.